Hi, welcome to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. Um, I was gonna wait to do this video, but I figure since they're using the fire truck sirens while I'm eating to target me with the noise campaign, that I think I'll do it now before I leave. Um, so I got home last night. I think I posted the videos that I posted. I was playing Fortnite last night because I couldn't sleep again. You know, when they target me like this, I get insomnia, so I can't sleep. I didn't even go to bed until like after 7 this morning. That's the time I went to bed. So last night they turned off my internet. Okay, now they always do this. This is something that they always do. It's not, every year. They do it at least a couple of times. Okay, and I had to instead of having to go and reset the internet, I had to basically I had to restart the router. So I restarted the router. Okay. Then about I think it was like either after 5 in the morning, maybe after 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't remember exactly what time it was. But they started with the fire trucks, then they started with the helicopters and stuff like that. So I left the house to come to Pam because I woke up, a little bit later than I normally would wake up. I wanted to go get my medication. But by the time I got to the pharmacy, the bus was coming. So I said, okay, you know what? I just get it tomorrow. Um, again, they were looking at the pharmacy as I was getting off the bus, walking, you know, all this nonsense because again, they don't want me to get my medications right. Again, to excuse, not to excuse, but because if you don't get your medication, then and I got to go back to my doctor to get prescription refills. Like I said, I have medication left over because um, because some of the medication I only take on a need to basis. Okay, so I have left over to last me for another couple of weeks, right? But I decided let me go. Well, my headache medicine I need because I'm on my last few that I have left. So I had that one refilled, right? And she was like, "That's the only one that you got refilled." So I was like, "Okay, what happened to my cyclobenzaphine from my back, which is a muscle relaxant?" So I got to go to the doctor to get that. And that was my plan today. But again, the insomnia. I woke up late. I had to go pick up my daughter, so I couldn't get a chance to go. So I'm observing how they're targeting. Because like I said, I always observe, right? Because I try to understand what they do in this program. And today, a lot of police was being used. On my way over by Pam on the bus, a lot of police. Even going to pick up my daughter, a lot of police. I went to pick up my daughter. There was a police car that was turning. Hold up, I'm doing a video. It was a police car that was turning, and one of the police officer got out the vehicle. Of course, they waited until I got close and to go back into their vehicle, what have you. It's all like I said. It's all these things are planned. So already I know these things, so it doesn't surprise me. I just observe, see what it is that they're gonna do, see if they do anything different, and then expose it. All right. So I got here by Pam after picking up my daughter, and they were sending me all these subliminal message about again, try, again, silencing me. But like I said, they will never silence me. I said I'm ready for this fight. But as with anything, with any fight that you're going to engage in, you got to prepare. You got to learn. You got to study. Okay, and you know, as a TI, you got to understand that when you're by yourself, in which they isolate you, it is far easier for them to manipulate you or try to manipulate you. And I say try to because when you become aware of it, they will try very hard. And if they can't, they will make up things. They will make up lie, get people to lie or what have you, and such and such. So, I'm sitting there. They had the helicopters over here again. They had the police siren. Had me on the remote no monitoring. Um, you know, like I said, there's certain things that happens when I'm in the house, whether it be particularly over here by Pam. Whenever I grab a metal fork, they don't do it with plastic forks, only with like metal forks and knives. They will grab, and particularly when I hold it in such a manner like this, right? It would be like the police sirens and stuff like that. Um, when I just hold it with my hands like this, it'll be car honking. When I open the freezer, right? When I open the freezer or the fridge, it'll be car honking, and sometimes it'll be after a few. minutes or so, maybe like after a few, like 10, 15 minutes, when I go back, if I go back and open up the fridge, it will be police sirens. Okay? So they do things in a strategic way because, again, remote no monitoring surveillance in the home, which is, it's an extreme case of invasion of your privacy, right? And so this is what do anything they can get away with it because they can deny, they can lie. When it doesn't work out their way, then they go like, okay, well, he's crazy. When they feel that they've manipulated uh, whatever process or situation is going on, you know, um, like for example, if I'm sitting down and I start shaking my feet, and this is what they would do, right? So they will control my muscles to shake my feet. Then there'll be police sirens, okay? Then other times it'll be car honking, right? You know what I'm saying? So um, just understanding these things and just observing and studying it, and you see how you'll understand how it is that they target you, and then you can, like for example, this morning I woke up and I just doing all these involuntary. Yeah, as I say, woke up, you hear the car honk because it's the letter W, the letter W. So again, recently they started targeting me with people with Levi's. I talk about Levi's in the back of the Levi's. It has a V, right? When you look at the stitching in the shape of a V, this is how they would do it. They used to do this to me in the beginning. Um, so now, anytime a word, when I say, probably not going to do it now because I already mentioned it, a word with a W, like I said, woke up or whatever right? They will use a car honking or they use the police siren. This time they use the car honking because again, I'm doing you see, do you hear that little? I can always tell, when it is that they're monitoring what I'm recording, what I'm saying, because they'll confirm doing these honk or whatever, or the sirens. Probably not going to do the sirens because I'm doing the video, and they've already got exposed and got caught, the police. So they try to do things in a more covert way now. So like when I'm recording, they'll stop doing the sirens, but they'll still do the car honking as you guys heard, right? So yeah, so I guess they don't want me to leave. I'm waiting for Pam. She says she went to the car wash, what have you, and you know she's still there anyway. So I had to order food for the kids to eat because it's after 7 and they need to go take a bath and get ready for bed because they got school in the morning. So I guess that's why they send the fire truck to make a lot of noise because they want me to stay and do like I said, I try not to you know concentrate on a lot of things that they will send me, these subliminal message, because sometimes when I leave, my kids are at a serious disadvantage. Like last night I stayed and um, just to make sure that they ate dinner, they bathe, they brush their teeth, and they get to bed by 9:30, which they did, before I left. And coincidentally, they went to bed. Pam went to bed around 8 o'clock. Right when she came in, she just went into her room. She was on the phone for a little bit, then she went into her room and she fell asleep, and that was it. From 8 o'clock, and she still woke up late this morning. On top of that, my daughter, when I went to pick my daughter, my daughter was like, "Daddy, guess what time we got to school this morning?" She was like, "We got to school real late." So that means that was after 9 o'clock. She got to her and Ethan got to school because she said that she spilled coffee in her car, so she had to go get it. She was trying to clean it up, what have you, which is really, really, I mean, it is, it's unfortunate, but she could have let Ethan take the bus instead of waiting for her instead of waiting till she finished cleaning her car so he can get to school on time. But hey, it is what it is, right? So I was talking to her and I said, these kids are gonna fail because of their lateness, because their absence, and then all of a sudden she just changed the subject, don't want to talk about it. But modern woman, what can you do, right? So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Um, like I said, I'm just observing because I understand when they do these things. Like for example, when they turn off my internet, which they normally do a couple of times a year, it is for location tracking, right? Because they monitor my home network. Okay, so so when they do that, you know, it's either because they're displeased or because they want to see if I log on, what will happen. Have you hold on a second?